Hi, this is Chris Rossi here to make the world a better place to get this cause going all across the Houston world. This video for the cause is about how where I got arrested in August of 2010. How they lied. I didn't punch the person. I pushed the person. Um, what happened is I tried escaping the hospital. Um, and then I came back. I threw a chair against the wall. Um, then I put water all over the floor from a there's like a water tube thing that had water that where the tube had water in it. I put water on the floor. I dumped it over. Yeah, water on the floor, and then person asked said that I needed to take a med. I said how much. The person said about how much. I said it was. I made a comment about how it was too much and needed less. Where I knew it was doing having an effect on me, where I was having trouble sleeping with it, and on top of the fact that it was making me paranoid as it was. The mental health drugs, the drugs, even though it was legal, it was the drugs that got me to be the way I was. Um, why I got arrested, why I pushed the person. I did not punch the person. I pushed the person. I feel bad about it to this day. I wish I could take it back, even when I was trying to defend myself. At the same time, I'm not that person to hit a woman. I am totally against that. But it was because I was on the drugs that that I ended up pushing the person. Um, what they said in the newspaper was a lie, though. I did not punch the person or throw punches. Um, and the transient from Norwell, Massachusetts, I lived there from August 19th, 2003, off and on, as of this day, up until 2015, off and on, I lived in Maine. So I mean, and then so in 2000, but in 2010, from August 2003 up until 2010, I lived there off and on, going where I would leave Maine and go back to Maine, leave Maine, go back to Maine. I haven't lived in Massachusetts since 2006, and they called me a transient from Lowell, Massachusetts. Well, yeah, I was born and raised there from 0 to 18 years old, but I travel around to places like Maine, Georgia, Virginia, Ohio, Michigan, Texas, Kentucky, many different places, Missouri, Oklahoma, Indiana, um, Illinois, different places like that, all across the East Coast, South Carolina. Um, well, I just visited South Carolina, but although I tried living in North Carolina. Anyways, this isn't about my traveling. This is to put it out there because people keep looking up every now and then about what happened, and what happened wasn't me throwing punches. Um, I feel bad about what I did, even when I was trying to defend myself, but I was defending myself against a woman that's 55 years old, and I wasn't in the right state of mind. The medication or the drugs, mental health medication or not, legal or not, there's still drugs. Cocaine used to be legal. That is a legal drug, but it used to be legal. It used to be in Coca-Cola. Most, if not all, drugs were legal at one point. And I've heard there's a book on drugs being our problem. That drugs can cause problems for people, even mental health ones, even legal ones. And this one did cause me problems. If it was too much, even a little bit, still caused me problems. But the more of the med, the higher it was, higher the dosage, the more of a bad effect it would have on me. I wish I could sue the hospital or the police, or the newspaper, all the above for for lying, along with the fact of how I was treated. Um, Thankfully, they reduced it to a misdemeanor, but they still lied in the newspaper. Um, and it haunts me to this day on the guilt of even pushing the person, even when even when I was on the drugs and I didn't mean to do it, I still did that. I didn't throw punches. That is a lie. Who lied? I'm not sure. Then someone lied to either the police officers or the newspaper. Um, and someone also, by the way, in the hospital, one of the staff was trying to get me as a coping skill, getting me to push against a wall. And what happened not long afterwards? I ended up pushing someone. Along with, like, I was doing it because I was scared of the man doing something bad to me, and it was out of fear and trying to defend myself, and I was also agitated at the same time. But if I wasn't on medication, if I wasn't on drugs, I wouldn't have done that to that person, even when obviously regret it, even when I feel bad for doing that to the person, with pushing the person. However, I did not throw punches. I pushed the person, and I was on drugs. I don't do drugs nowadays. I've never done anything other than marijuana or weed, and alcohol. However, I've also did mental health drugs, and I'm not on any mental health drugs anymore because of how I was on them. And anyways, this video is to tell you the truth about what happened, and on top of that, of the fact that it was because of the drugs that I reacted like that. Yes, just like with alcohol and everything else, our own behaviors can affect us to be a certain way. However, alcohol and drugs can affect someone to be worse. So, in other words, I could have still gotten agitated or bothered or not been good, but I wouldn't have pushed her. I wouldn't have done something bad if I wasn't on the drugs or to the point of being violent to the person. I would have just, hit a wall or threw something or just swore or just gotten frustrated but controlled myself. Why? Because even though our behaviors do make a difference, drugs and alcohol can really influence people, can really have that effect on people, which is why they're that serious of a problem in America and the world. Besides, they're just serious, period, because they can control people. They can really affect people to act in ways they wouldn't if they weren't on the drugs. And that is the truth about what happened. I was on drugs then, in the hospital, besides in general, and it got me to react in that way, which, like I said, I feel bad about it. However, I did not throw punches, as I've repeated many times, for people to get the hint that I did not do that to the person. I pushed the person, and it was because of the drugs. However, there is hope for all that do drugs. There is hope for all that have mental illness. There is hope for all that have struggled. There's hope for everyone. Let's love all unconditionally. Let's also forgive people that have messed up. Let's, and at the same time, like myself, who was a born-again Christian since I was 17, I'm 33 now, and made mistakes before and after, that for whoever calls on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Acts 2:21. In John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. If you're not a born-again Christian today, you can. By giving your life to God and Jesus. For whoever calls on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Acts 2:21. So this video isn't about how to get saved, even though I'm hoping the process for anybody who watches it who isn't saved will get saved or become a born-again Christian. This video is about how there's hope for everyone, even though I'm including that part at the end about becoming a born-again Christian. And it's also, the main reason to put on video is to tell the truth about a lie out there where I didn't throw punches, I pushed the person, and how that the drugs had, if I wasn't on drugs, I wouldn't have done that to the person. Have a good day or night. Take care. Bye.